Hey Aries, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we're going to do your Venus in retrograde general love reading. This retrograde started May 13th and it will end June 25th. So we're going to pick up the energies for that timeline. It can go beyond that time, but I'm specifically gearing my energy towards that timeline so that we can pick up some vibes about what you may or may not experience. Now keep in mind these are general readings, which means they can't possibly apply to every single person watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be in the description box below. In case you're new to the channel, welcome and come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. So for all the new viewers, I'm an intuitive tarot card reader, which means I read the traditional sense of the card, but more than anything, I'm always going to give you guys the messages that I pick up intuitively. I always charge both of my decks on top of crystal organite pucks, and doing so it charges, balances, and aligns the energy for your reading. And then also charge both decks on top of your own personalized astrological card. So again, this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals. And as always, I hope everyone is doing well. Currently, there are absolutely no reversals in either one of my decks. So if we get any reversals while I'm doing the shuffling, I'm going to accept them and read them as such, because I know they're aligned with the messages that I'm meant to give you guys today. So it's interesting in this deck, when I was parting it, I did see the Ten of Swords, and it really does balance out with the song that I heard for you guys. When I was meditating over you guys' energy, and I actually had to put in the lyrics on YouTube because I did not know who sang this song. You know how you hear songs in passing, and it's kind of like a staple that you hear these songs randomly. I heard the song Build Me Up Buttercup, and the name of the group was the Foundations. And it's weird because as I heard the song, I seen the scene from There's Something About Mary, and I haven't seen that movie in years. I actually didn't really pay much attention to the movie actually, but I seen the scene where was it Adam Sandler, Ben, one of them, like you guys know who the oh my god, I have hair just all over the place. I don't know if it's Ben Stiller. I forgot his name. I think it's Ben Stiller. I forgot. It's not Adam Sandler. It's Ben Stiller or something like that. But anyway, he was walking and he was leaving Mary's house and he's like, and he's doing this weird cry. And I seen that part. I seen that part of the movie, and it was so interesting because I heard that song, and then following it, I literally seen that part of the movie. If I could find a clip here on YouTube, I want you guys to look in the description box below, because I'll put it in the description box. Like I always leave the songs, like I'll leave the song clip in the description box below so you guys can listen to it. And I tell you guys to listen to it because I literally feel like something in the lyrics will trigger a reaction to you, something that resonates with you even outside of the cards that we pulled today, right? What I got from that, immediately what I got from that is that there's a love interest who has a big crush on you. Somebody has a big crush on you, and they have been building up the momentum, trying to get to know you, studying you, just trying to build a rapport with you. And they want something more than friendship. And I feel like when some of you guys found this out, you had to kind of distance yourself from this individual because you're like, oh, wait a minute, this is not what I want. And that's what I'm picking up. And I feel like a lot of you guys had to let somebody down. And it's funny because, like I said, with the cards, when I spread at this deck, to show you guys the cards, I seen that Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords felt about feeling let down, feeling stabbed in the back, feeling, a measure amount of pain and hurt. And I feel like there's somebody who literally just has the biggest crush on you, has the biggest amount of feelings for you, and they feel like they've been let down because they really thought that you guys were going to go somewhere. Now, if you're not doing this to somebody and this has happened to you, you would know how to apply it. So flip the situation, okay? So again, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Pentacles. That's a single woman, single man. So that lets me know that a lot of you guys are definitely still single, regardless of the fact that somebody has really tried everything they could to woo you. This also could mean, if that's not the case and it's vice versa, that you are still single because this individual that you had, this inclination for, this person that you had feelings for, you guys weren't on the same page. That's what I'm picking up, okay? So we're going to hold the deck down and get additional messages. Ten of Cups. Yeah, somebody definitely felt like this person was their Ten of Cups and they could see a future with this individual. But I'm telling you what I'm strongly feeling like, both parties aren't on the same page. So let's see what we get. And again, we're going to get two cards. One is going to be a general energy, and the second is going to be possible outcome. As we part the deck, let's see. As we part the deck, yeah, absolutely. Somebody's definitely not on the same page because you got the King of Pentacles. But if you look at it, it's sitting right next to the Ten of Cups. But the King of Pentacles is looking in the opposite direction of the Ten of Cups. And I was just saying, somebody literally, you guys aren't on the same page, right? So if you were interested in a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual, you know, you guys definitely aren't on the same page. Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Because now you had a King of Pentacles in reverse, and then you had a Six of Pentacles upright. More Pentacle energy, right? And you know, the Six of Pentacles is about balance. You know, things being balanced out. And you see how even if you look at this, the Six of Pentacles back is facing the King of Pentacles. So again, I'm going to say some of you guys will definitely have feelings for a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Venus individual, or this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual has feelings for you. And things are not in alignment, especially with that Six of Pentacles right next to the King. Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of you guys are definitely dealing with a earth sign, because now you have your card, you had a Queen of Wands in reverse, and you had a Six of Pentacles in reverse. And if you look at it, the Six of Pentacles back is facing this Queen of Wands, and this is you guys' energy. A lot of you guys are definitely dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Venus. And I feel like I'm going to tell you guys also, so for a lot of people who are new to astrology and things like that, and you want to know about what are retrogrades, it's, you know, it's like things, in short, it's like a lot of things from your past are going to resurface for them to be healed. And then it's also one of those things where, you know, things that may have not worked out in the past may come back to resurface for you to heal. Or, you know, I feel like I just said that, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? It's literally one of those things where, for me, always with retrogrades, your past is going to come back to teach you lessons, things that were not resolved in the past, or things, opportunities that you may have missed. Or if you still didn't learn certain lessons, it's coming back again to teach you lessons. And it's not always a bad thing. People always think the worst. It's not always bad. People have to stop thinking that. It's sometimes it just has to come back again so that you can learn some things and so that you can move on to the next level. And I'm going to tell you, again, at the bottom of the deck, you got the Six of Pentacles. This person is somebody that a lot of you guys already know. I'm telling you, for you, this could be a coworker, a friend, and I'm really strongly picking up a friend vibe, because, you know, and I'm picking it up because the movie that I've seen, There's Something About Mary, because you see how he was like a friend to her, and he was building this rapport with her, and he really fell in love with her, and he really thought he had a chance, and then come to find out it was like, you know, she wasn't really his type and something to that nature. I can't remember the movie per se, because it wasn't, I think I watched it once, probably when I was bored, but I remember the scene where he was like crying and so miserable because he really felt like he never had a chance with her. And I really feel like if it's not you, you really have to let somebody down because you do not feel the same way as them. And again, it could be vice versa. So let's get one general energy. Ooh, flew off the table. Look at that. And I'm going to show you. You have the Knight of Cups, and it came up in reverse. And you know, Knight of Cups is about, look at him. He already has his cup up, like he's ready to just ride on into the sunset and give up that offer to somebody. It's coming up in reverse. And that's because, it's, you know, somebody's learning that this love interest does not feel the same way. And I'm going to say that. And then also, what I meant to say earlier on is Venus. You know, the planet Venus is about love, finances, and beauty. So, you know, I'm also picking up some messages that a lot of you guys are going to be changing your beauty regimens. That's a message that I'm picking up. And then I'm also picking up about finances, that financially, for a lot of you guys, you want to monitor closely around this time, your finances. And again, that's between May 13th through June 25th. So be mindful of that. Be very mindful of that. Because I feel like during this time, I'm seeing a lot of online shopping and a lot of, you know, random spending. So be mindful of that, because I'm just, look at that again. You guys seen it, but it popped up upright. Nine of Pentacles, like I said. And then right up under this, it flipped out. You had an Eight of Cups. So some of you guys could also be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus. And I say that because you had a Knight of Cups, and then you have the Eight of Cups. You can also have this placement in your chart. You can have water sign placements in your chart. But I feel like this is difficult for this person, you or this person, to completely just walk away, because there's a lot of feelings invested. There's a lot of feelings involved, I can tell you that. So for your general energy, you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And then for your possible outcome, you have the Nine of Pentacles. And this is telltale, okay? General energy is somebody who wants to give a love offer, but they're being turned down, or they're having to turn somebody down. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have to turn somebody down because you have the Nine of Pentacles. And if you don't have earth sign placements in your chart, this earth sign individual may be turning you down. because you see how she's facing the Nine of Pentacles is facing the direction of the Knight of Cups. So again, a lot of you guys can be, if you have water sign placements or earth sign placements in your chart, you will put that how it applies. But these two energies right here are very telltale. Somebody's definitely getting turned down. Because this is the single woman, single man card right here, most definitely. And then you have this Knight of Cups being in reverse. And I'm going to tell you something else about this Knight of Cups, right? The Knight, if you see him, he's head to toe in armor, which means he's prepared to go into battle and he wants to win at all costs. Look at him with his cup up in the air. He wants to win at all costs, but with it coming up in reverse, and then this, the possible outcome is somebody being single, is letting us know that definitely, you know, like I said, you guys aren't on the same page. And at the bottom of your deck, you have the Three of Cups. Again, Three of Cups is not always, because this gets the worst rep for being like the third party situation. I'm not picking it up in the situation. It could be that somebody's being turned down because there's somebody else that's a love interest. I do feel that, but I don't feel like in this situation I'm picking up for individual, I'm picking this up for, it's more so somebody wants to be celebratory. Somebody wants to win. And I know that because if you look at it right here, they have their cups up in the air like they're cheering, like they're toasting. And then he has his cup up in the air like he's celebrating, like he's victorious. And so I feel like somebody really wants to be victorious, but I'm going to tell you, there could be a third party, but not because somebody's cheating, but there could be a third party more so because there's somebody else who's a love interest. And that's, you know, that's why this person is this Nine of Pentacles. Because this person is finding abundance or may find abundance with somebody else. I feel like whoever is involved right now, you're single and you may be turning down this love interest because there's somebody else you're interested in. Okay, so let's hold the deck down and get additional messages. Yeah, and this is your card, right? I feel, you know, and I said this earlier, I really do feel like if you are dealing with someone who is an earth sign, again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, this earth sign may be turning you down or may have chose someone over you. That's what I'm picking up mainly now. And even as I'm talking, I'm seeing 50-50, right? I'm seeing like half of you watching, it's going to be you turn somebody down, and the other half is going to be somebody turns you guys down. Yeah. Because all these wands, all these cards of conflict, this is your energy. And I'm going to tell you also with the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands is somebody who is defending themselves, and they're also someone who's fighting for something. And I feel like some of you guys are fighting to keep a relationship or a situation with a love interest. And if you look at it right here, you see how his back is facing that Seven of Wands? It's almost like, okay, I give up. I fought enough. Look at this. He even has a bandage on his head because, you know, for a lot of you guys, you put up a fight for a long time. And you're just like, I've given my all. I give up. I'm not going to keep fighting for something that, yeah. Look at this. Seven of Wands. It says Seven of Wands upright. It's about fighting for something that's coming up in reverse. Right next to the Three of Cups in reverse. This is clear as day. A lot of you guys are like, you know what? I give up. I'm done fighting. I've showed you. I've put all my cards out there. I've told you how I feel about you, what I want, and, you know. And if you see it in the position, right, you see how right here we have the Nine of Pentacles is right. Nine of Pentacles right on this side. Then you got Three of Cups in reverse right on the Knight of Cups reverse side. You know, it looks like you've really put in the effort to get to know somebody for a lot of you guys. And it's not turning out in your favor. And that's why we seen that 10 of Swords peeking out in the beginning. Look at that, absolutely. You got the Hierophant in reverse. So you had the Knight of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups. I'm still thinking about this Pentacles. A lot of you guys are definitely dealing with Earth sign. Because all I'm hearing is Pentacles. So you have the Knight of Cups right next to the Hierophant. You know the Hierophant is the husband, the wife, the spouse. And I want you to pay attention also in this card, right? You got 1, 2, 3 individuals. And then we see that Three of Cups. I feel like somebody is choosing someone else over another person. You could be choosing someone else over this earthy energy, or this earthy energy could be choosing somebody else over you. I'm going to tell you again, strong earth sign energy, because the Hierophant is Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You have nothing, and that's why I also said that, you know, I wanted to call that card Pentacles. You have a lot of earthy energy here, so a lot of you guys are dealing with an earth sign, specifically Taurus, because the Hierophant is definitely Taurus. Look at that again at the bottom of the deck. Three of Cups upright. Like I said, you got 3 people in this card. And then you got Three of Cups. So somebody has decided to choose someone else over another person. Again, you would know how it applies to your situation. If you have the feels for somebody, I feel like they're choosing somebody else over you, and they're single. But in the future, because look at her, she's going towards the future. In the future, she's choosing somebody else. So let's get a clarifying for the 9 of Pentacles for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I cannot make this up. You guys just seen how that flipped out. So you got the 9 of Pentacles, and you have it literally being clarified by the 3 of Cups. Somebody is choosing a different love interest. Somebody is. This is just clear as day. You guys just watch me shuffle that. There's literally 78 cards in both of these decks, right? Somebody's choosing someone else over another person. And it's just that clear. This is probably one of the easiest reading, and it came up right. It didn't come up in reverse. This is one of the clearest. Yeah. Because you know what, your general energy, both of the cards are in reverse. The Hierophant is in reverse. You know, the Knight of Cups is in reverse. And then for your possible outcome, both of them are completely upright. Somebody is choosing another option. So again, I'm going to say you have strong earth and water, because you have the Knight of Cups here, you have 3 of Cups here, then you have the Hierophant, which is Taurus, and then you have the 9 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So you can have some water sign placements in your chart, Aries. You can have some, you know, watery placements somewhere strongly in your chart, predominantly your Venus, your rising or your moon. Yeah, anywhere really. But a lot of you guys are dealing with someone who has predominant, very strong earth sign placements, because it's all over the reading. And I feel like either you or this earth sign individual have decided to choose a different option. But I feel like I said with the song that I heard, somebody really was made to feel like they had a shot, and then they got let down. Most definitely with this Knight of Cups. And reversing in the Hierophant. This person, you or this person seeing each other, because, you know, like I said, this is your spouse, wise counsel, ceremonial practices, right? This is literally somebody seeing you, or you seeing someone as an individual that you can move forward with long term. Like you seeing long term commitment with this individual, or this individual seeing long term commitment with you. Like you see how she's dressed, they seeing you as a spouse. High regard for you, definitely high regard with the Hierophant, but it didn't pan out in your favor. And I feel like if this has not happened already, like I said, May 13th through June 25th, this is culminating for quite a few of you. But again, I always have to remind people in tarot just gives us like an overview of things that happen so that we can know kind of how to navigate and move through things. So it's not a negative thing. It may not be what you want to hear, but it's always going to be positive, because now it kind of gives you a way to kind of have a heads up. I love having heads up. I don't like surprises. So it's kind of a heads up for you. So it's always going to be a positive thing when you kind of can align yourself with some truths and see things, you know, before it actually happens to a degree. Okay? So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.